that being said, with you know, what you just spoke upon, me, it's a particular song on your album. You got two songs with me on your Unchained album. The one song you Spade-O. I'm not.
I don't get mad, I get motivated. Because I look at it like this: if I come from the same place as you, I can sit in the same room with you, and I can touch you. I can get whatever you got. And I think a lot of artists and people take it the wrong way. Instead of being jealous, don't get mad, get motivated. Do what he did. Like, ain't nobody handing him nothing. He worked for it.
Definitely.
If your arms and legs ain't broke, do the same thing he did. Work for it.
Definitely. We got a question from a fan. This is from Gabby from Uptown at Gab Love. She wants to know, how was your relationship with Major Figgas group members?
Cool. I still kick it with everybody.
Okay.
It's not, you know, me doing a solo project is not a knock on them. Like that, I don't mess with them or I don't deal with them. But this is an opportunity for me to do me. It ain't no knock on them or nothing like that. That's still family. I had the best years of my life with them dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? That's still family.
You hear that at Gab Love? He answered that question for you, baby. Let's get into this album, Unchained.
Right.
Besides the you know, the literal form of being unchained. Right. What is behind the whole definition and the moniker of Unchained?
Well, I mean, it's besides being the literal sense of being unchained from prison. I mean, I'm unchained from the stigma and the stipulations of what hip hop they say you have to be now, or the albums you have to make. And these like dudes like, well, you got to make songs for the club, you got to make songs for the girl. No, I don't. Why? Because I don't want to. Because I don't want to. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel unchained by all of that stuff. I feel unchained by, I'm not chained up to my old demons that I had before within myself. So it's like I'm free from all of that stuff.
Man, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing in itself. Man, who's on the album?
I really tried to keep the features to a minimum. Like, I got Quilly, I got Chief Keef, I got Meek, and I got Freeway. And I got lights, cameras, and a young singer named A-Lee. But like, I really tried to keep the features to the minimum because people waited so many years to hear me. They didn't wait on me to hear compilation albums. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
So Spade, as far as when you was away, I mean, how long was the process coming home as far as making the album? When you were away, were you writing when you were away, or?
I never wrote many raps. I wrote one song while I was incarcerated. The whole time I was incarcerated, Closer. That's the only song I wrote while I was in jail. Like, I didn't do no writing. My mind wasn't mentally focusing on rap. Because for a long time I was bitter. You know what I mean? I was bitter with the game. I was bitter with people. I was bitter with everybody. So I was just like on some. I never really even listened to much music when I was upstate. I never really watched videos or none of that. Like, I didn't really do none of that stuff. Like, I mentally took myself out of that. It was easier for me to do the time that way. You know what I mean?
Man.
But I mean, from the time I came home, I just got right in the studio. Like, even when I was in the halfway house, I used to use every pass and go to halfway. So I'm talking about I put in for every doctor known to man. Eye doctor, foot doctor, ear doctor, and I ain't go to none of them. I went to the studio with every pass.
You don't want me asking, how long were you incarcerated?
11 years.
11 years. And you been home how long?
I'm home about 8 months.
8 months. Yeah. I mean, how was that experience for you? I mean, I think...
Was that a trick question? How was that experience?
I mean, I think what I'm trying to get at is how was the experience for you to make the youth understand too? Because a lot of cats now, they do it to fit in. They don't do it because it's them. You know what I'm saying? So how could you break it down for these cats? Like, look, that ain't where getting your freedom straight. You being told how to shower and being locked in, like, you know, how can you explain?
I mean, it's more demoralizing than that. Like, it's not. At the end of the day, we from the hood, we from the ghetto. We grew up fussing and fighting, so that's not the part that's hard about being in prison. It's just the simple things that you don't have.
Yeah.
And, you know, being told what to do constantly, all the time. You know what I mean? It's the mental part of prison. Like, I don't care what movie or TV show you watch, the mental part of prison, people will never understand until you experience it. One thing true for certain, you're going to go in there, you're going to come out, you're not going to be the same.
Definitely. Now, as far as On Deck, is that your label?
Yeah, that's me. That's my own moniker.
Okay. So you would rather stay in the lane of being independent, or would you mind going to Major? I know Drama just got a situation with Atlantic, right?
I mean, I would consider it. I would consider it. Like, if they offer me an astronomical amount of money, of course.
I hear that.
But at the end of the day, as much as it's about making money, it's about controlling the image and what I put out there. You know what I'm saying? Much as I make money, I still want to look in the mirror, respect who I see. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna always make money, regardless. You know what I mean? But I need to control what I'm putting out there. Like, I can't let the machine control what I'm putting out there. I've been through that. I can't. At this point in my life, I can't go back to doing that. So I mean, if a label came down and they really like offered me a joint venture or something to that nature, and let me control it, I listen. You know what I mean? I sit down and listen.
I hear that.
Really?
So Unchained dropped January 30th.
Yeah.
Dropped January 30th. Where can they get Unchained at?
I mean, it's on every hip hop site. You know what I'm saying, for free download, and it's available in stores. That's another thing that threw me off. People like, don't nobody make CDs no more, and I'm like, well, what the hell you listen to? Everybody got any phone, computers, or whatever.
Unchained. It's what you need. It's true lyricism, true hip hop, in a rawest and realest form by Spade-O. Unchained. Y'all need to download it, buy it, show a whole bunch of respect, because this is a man that honed his craft, and this is a man that continues to hone his craft, and he continues to make his way and mark in his game. You know, I truly respect him as an artist, even more so after hearing and reading and even talking to you now, respecting him even more as a man. And I think in all forms and all dynamics, man, I think you're just a complete, thorough man and dude, man. We appreciate you having you out at the Speak Easy. And is there anything that you want to let them know? Your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. How can they reach you? How can they get to you for features?
I mean, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything. The Real Spade-O, D-A-Real, D-A-R-E-A-L, S-P-A-D-E-O. And same thing, the Real Spade-O at Gmail. You know, you want to feature inquiry, or you want to pay me for them groovy walkthroughs? Yeah, hit me up. Hit me up.
So what's up next for Spade-O?
I'm just, I'm continuously working. Like, I got an album, I got an EP and an album ready to go, locked and loaded. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to, be consistent and just keep putting this stuff out here. But, just look around. I'm around.
All right.
Yo, you want to be great, you got to wake up early. You got to grind hard. Them dudes don't get to the top because they lucky, man.